I'm literally blinded by the snow. I can't see anything. But I thought you guys would want to see everybody. Let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, I fell. I fell. We have Coach O. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Peggy. Hey, Lane. So we have Coach O, and he's hanging out with his blankie. And Spadactus. Hi, Bart. Hi, Dana. Hey, Danny, how are you? Look how good these horses look. I was so proud. This horse has gained so freaking much weight, and he's outside with no blanket. But our hay bales are like the best ever. That is Pyro. And he is like filled up so much. Oh, man. Looks. What are you doing? What are you doing? Daddy, what you doing? Whew. Yeah, I'm not helping. All right, you guys. While Charlie, she's putting her pantalones on. She put a sweater on her dog. She put a sweater on. Ellie thought you were going to play. Ellie was like, what are we doing? You guys, so both Jacob and Charlie's trucks froze up. And thank God we had my Mercedes. Gelled up, that's right. My Mercedes has been, has been the ultimate little wagon. There's Sweet Tea. So there was somebody on the page saying that Sweet Tea didn't really get saved and she went to slaughter and just all this horrible nonsense. And I banned the person, but I thought now that it's actually decent enough that we can walk without dying, I would show you. Look how beautiful her hay bale is. Whew. I tell y'all, it is cold. There she is. And she sold a customer that bought Robin, little red kid, a customer of hers, went ahead and rescued or saved or homed or whatever you want to call it. Sweet Tea. And we just call it bought, but I've noticed a lot of people are like, think that if we say that they're sold, it means they're sold to slaughter. So I have to say, they're Sweet Tea. So I have to say they're safe or they're rescued or they're homed, and that lets people know that they're not sold for slaughter, they're sold to a home. Then we have Beaver Butt. And then we have Buena here. Buena had her coat on, and this is the most hot-natured little mare in the world. We had to take it off because she was rubbing it down the fence. It'll go back on tonight, though, when, when it gets back cold, we'll put it back on her. But she was running around today, and she was not loving it. She was like, excuse me, I'm burning up in here. And I was like, well, if you'd stop running around like a kid. So, Jacob is getting everything to break the tanks. We will break the tanks, and before we can get to the end of the row to come back, the tanks will be refrozen. So you can't even get all the way down and back before they're frozen again. And let's see what else we have. Oh, Anne, you still 5 years. People sometimes send me messages of horses that they bought from us years ago. Mustang Maggie. And then up here we have the big thoroughbred. Let's see. Peter isn't sold, but when his mom sold and his sister sold, we put them outside and they were calling for him. So we went ahead and put him with them just because I feel like, well, I just felt like they came together. Hi, big guy. Say, I got my head doctored today, you guys. You like it? Tell him. I got my noggin doctored. Hi, big, beautiful guy. Look how good his head looks. Your head looks so good. We got all of it cleaned up. Look how good his little head looks. Feels better, doesn't it, buddy? And then we have Peter right here. And his mom, Cindy, she sold. And his sister sold. And his sister was happy. She came with them, but at the sale barn, she's the most docile, Lane, just so you know. And she let all the other horses beat her up. But we have Peter and Cindy. And they have a big round bell and a shelter. We normally don't put 3 horses in a pen together, but in this one case we did, just simply because they were all together when they came. But Peter is not sold. Peter is still looking for a home, and he's honestly the most docile, sweet horse ever. Like ever. And then we have the Rocky Mountain. His name is Cowboy, and he has a great home. He looks really good. And then, I don't know, I'm trying to remember if this one is Cajun Cat or if this one is, they're tattooed, so don't worry, we won't get them mixed up. I think this is, oh, here they are. So Cajun Cat is this one, and the other mare is, that one's by Felicia, and then Cajun Cat, and then back there in the back is Princess, right? No, that's Princess by Felicia. We call her Princess. And then we had, oh, Glorietta, that's her name, Glorietta, and then Cajun Cat. Thank God they're tattooed. We had 3 gray mares come in together, and I'm like, hee hee, I'm in danger. And then we have these 2 still together since they're mom and daughter. They did not go together to the same home, but they will get to quarantine together until their home comes. So that is Majorette and her daughter, Goldie. And I think then there's just 2 barrel horses. So I think that's all down here. I think everything else is open. Let's see. Oh, you have on a tag. Okay, perfect. We tagged them. Thank goodness. What? Who are you? Let me see. Come here, Mama. We have these fancy tags, and on the other side of it is her name. Yes, that's okay. So this is Cajun Cat. That's Glorietta. And that's by Felicia. And we called her Princess. Okay. She's such a good bear. But, so a lot of people ask me kind of what we do. So my husband's family owns a kill pen, and they buy horses for slaughter. And they bring me the horses that are really good quality horses that don't need to go to slaughter. Sometimes they're really thin, or sometimes they have their head banged up when we receive them. We really cannot control what happens before they get here. So what we do is we bring them here, we evaluate them, we make sure they're not dangerous under saddle. Look at the little hole that they have. Jacob's been breaking the water for them. He's been really good about it, actually. I've been really proud of him. I woke up this morning and was like, where is Daddy? He was already breaking tanks. Hi, Mustang Maggie. Mustang Maggie here is a really good mare. She was super broke, but her previous owners forgot to feed her. No, Deborah, that's not how they spell Felicia. Her pedigree curie would be Felicia PH. It's with a PH, not an F. Hi, Mustang Maggie. Their Chasing Grooms is her dam. Groom Chaser. And then her brother's name is Chasing Gals. And that's Peter. But anyway, such a good mare. So this blanket actually came originally to fit her, and it was giant sized. So we put it on her, and then we went and got her a blankie and at T4, and anyway, it was perfect. It fits. But like I said, you can see the sweat marks on her where she was out here running around like a crazy, filling her oats this morning and got all sweaty. We had to take her blanket off and take it in the house so it can dry out. So when we put it back on her, it's not sweaty. I was just worried that it would hold the moisture in this cold and she would get sick. But I tell you what, the horses have really enjoyed the cold. I am not going to lie. I think they like it way better. And that's Sweet Tea. Oh yeah, we got like a foot of snow. They said like 12.5 inches. Which I believe them because I'm just telling you that it was just coming and coming and coming. Hi, buddy. We have so many redbirds here and they're beautiful. I've always heard a thing that's like if you see redbirds, it's like passed away loved ones that visit you. And all I know is this place has a lot of dead people that visit because we see lots of redbirds every day. You can always tell when I own one. It looks like a herd of purple minions. Somebody's in the barn tearing up their feed bucket. You hear them? Assholes. Hey, Daddy, will you see if you can get this gate to shut right here for me? Daddy, will you see if you can shut this gate for me? I'm going to put my mares out to play if I can. Whew. But Pyro, Mojo, Cocho, and then Spiticus is up there in the front. We'll be back in a minute with the video of the live horses that we're going to video. If I can get that gate shut, I'm going to put Petra and Tequila out. In there? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right, you guys, I'm dying. What, Daddy? I need do that again? You need a what? You need a what? Did I just embarrass you? You look red. Daddy said, I need a, and I said, you need a what? And he realized in that moment what he was doing, and he, can you play how it works with your horses? Well, this is my barn of the horses I own. These are my personal horses. And I sell some of them. They're high-end horses. But mostly what we deal in is nothing from the sell barn ever comes here. Nothing from the kill pen ever comes in here. So that's what that barn down there is for. And basically what we do is they bring me a load of horses every week, normally on Fridays. We will not have a load this Friday. The horses that they were going to bring this week, they already shipped because of the weather. So I only got 3 out of a big load. So long story short, the sell barn horses and trader horses come in down there. We evaluate them. Sometimes they have cuts, sometimes they're skinny, sometimes there's things wrong with them, and we just evaluate them so that you guys as the buyers know exactly what's wrong with them. What I ask is when you see people in the comments attacking us for riding a horse that's a little bit skinny or riding a horse maybe that has a cut on it, can you guys please start to reach out to people and just explain to them? And sometimes they're aggressive. They're like, you're a fucking idiot. And just tell them like, whoa, calm down. We really appreciate your concern. But what is going on here is something that you're not comprehending or you wouldn't feel that way. All of the horses have to be evaluated so that we know they're not dangerous. I mean, if they're cut up and skinny and they're going to kill somebody, they need to go back to slaughter. So we have to make sure that they're not going to buck you off or flip over on you, or, you know, that they're not just something really wrong with them. And sometimes they are a little bit thin, and sometimes they do have cuts or bruises or bumps or whatever, but we can't really help that. So anyway, the traders go down there in that barn, and we don't mix them. We don't mix them with the horses up here. But anyway, long story short, they get 7 days to find a home. So we get them in. They're here for 7 days. We start quarantine immediately. We start, you know, if they have a little bit of a snot nose or something, we can start Exceed or whatever. I worm everything. What else should they know? We worm them. We've got Exceed if they need it. I keep Banamine in case they need it if they're cut up or
$75 shot.
Yeah, he yells at me all the time. He's like, stop, it's $75 a shot. And I'm like, well, did you get the gate shut?
Yeah.
Are you ladies ready to go outside? She looks ready. Should I take their blankets off and put their blankets back on? No? Look at them.
I can't see because my glasses are so black.
I can't see because my... All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to turn my girls out, and then we'll be back. We'll be back probably in 30 minutes if you guys want to put a reminder on your phone. And in about 30 minutes, we'll be live at the other barn. We have 3 horses to video, plus we'll redo heavy. So we'll see you guys down there. Bye. Oh, make sure that you guys comment. Please say hi. Let me know where you're from. Let me know how the weather is where you're from. If you catch this video later, please, just say, like, hey, I'm a replay watcher. So this is the big mean kill buyer. This is Daddy. I call him Daddy. It's Jacob. And anyway, he's pretty amazing, actually. Bear, you like Daddy? Bear said, yeah, that's my daddy. Oh, Ellie Mae likes him too. And I know that Jacob catches a lot of flack online for what he does for a living, but he's pretty amazing, actually. He's amazing to myself and all the girls that work here. He makes sure that everybody has the stuff they need. He doesn't let anybody do without. So that's nice. And for those of you who wonder, we feed Respond to everything. Every once in a while, we'll get like a special request. One lady wanted her horse to have Purina Omaline 200. It's already left, but she wanted it to be switched over here. So we feed Respond to everything. We also feed OE Align. If anybody wants to order this product, a 45-pound bag is $200. I can get you free shipping, and a 45-pound bag will last 1 month for 7 horses, or 1 horse 7 months, or 2 horses, 3.5 months, or however you look at it. I have one mare that has severe allergies. 2 actually, they actually bleed. They have EPHI or whatever it's called, equine pulmonary hemorrhaging, induced hemorrhaging. They both get this feed because we found it's the best thing for bleeders. So we feed this to them. Everything else gets Respond. OE Nutraceuticals Align for everything. And I love this paste. I bought a case of this paste. If anybody wants to buy some of these paste, I can get you free shipping. I give that to everything. And then I bought a nebulizer for my bleeder. I haven't even opened it yet, but that's a Silver Care System nebulizer. People always ask me, like, what is that in the background? I'm like, that's a PEMF machine, a Mini 5 Traveler. We also have a spark chamber machine. I have wormers. We have meloxicam, which is, funny enough, it's actually like Butte, but better. We had a mare get shod, and she had horrible angles, and we just had to change her angles, and I was worried that she was going to be sore, so we started her on that. And anyway, if you stick around here for a while, you might learn something. I like to give people all the information I have. We have a TheraPlate. We have, we have the nebulizer. And then we have 2 machines for PEMF. We have the little one that goes in the trailer with us everywhere. And then we have the bigger one that's stationary. But all right, you guys, I'm going to turn my girls out. And we'll be back in 30 minutes. All right, bye, you guys.